The history of the upholsterer is rooted in the 17th century, in the secret workshops of Versailles. Under the reign of the Sun King, the chair became a work of art, an alchemy of noble materials. The master upholsterers of that era were considered magicians. They transformed raw fibers into clouds of comfort. Their techniques, jealously guarded, were passed down from master to apprentice. A touching detail. Molière. On Tuesday, February 21, 1673, around 9 o'clock in the evening, the funeral procession of Jean-Baptiste Poquelin Molière took place upholsterer, valet de chambre, to the king illustrious comedian. 4 priests carried the body in a coffin, covered with the funeral pall of the Upholsterers' Guild. Even at his death, his title of royal upholsterer was still mentioned, though he never practiced it, and his body was covered with the funeral cloth of the Upholsterers' Corporation. Look at this horsehair. Here is the heart of the mystery. Here is the soul. This hair comes from horses' tails. Observe its suppleness, its golden length. Horsehair possesses what chemists call natural shape memory. You compress it, it returns to its place. You crush it 1,000 times, it rises 1,000 times. It's a material that refuses to die, that refuses to surrender. Handful after handful, he arranges this precious material. Each tuft is placed like a musical note in an invisible score. The needle passes through the layers, fixes, assembles, transforms. This moment, when the horsehair is in place, when the upholsterer's hands rest on it for the first time, is like feeling a newborn breathe. The armchair comes back to life under his fingers. The 18th century saw the pinnacle of this art. The sensual curves of Louis XV style, like this armchair resting in the light, embody grace and elegance. In that era, no metal springs, no. Only horsehair, this noble material that crosses the centuries. Horsehair is the secret soul of the armchair. It is what will give life to this sleeping marquise. Horsehair is the generosity of the horse offered to humanity. Horsehair stuffing can last a century without failing. The upholsterer has restored armchairs where the horsehair was 150 years old. It was intact, still elastic, still alive. In a world where everything is disposable, horsehair is resistance, a silent protest against the ephemeral. The upholsterer's secret is not in his hands, it is in what he leaves behind. Petrified time, solidified patience, love transformed into comfort. Objects that will survive our death, islands of eternity in the ocean of the temporary. Silent witnesses to what humanity can create when it takes the time. The chair becomes an instrument of harmony, a support for the spirit, and an invitation to diplomacy. Seated, individuals can connect as equals and collaborate to build a thoughtful and balanced future. When the upholsterer restores a seat, he is not just repairing a piece of furniture, he preserves this place where humanity finds its balance. This craft has survived the revolution that beheaded its patrons, industrialization that promised to replace everything, the plastic era that swore synthetic foam would make horsehair obsolete. But the upholsterers are still here, last guardians of a mystery that the modern world has forgotten, that of patience, noble material, the long time that sculpts perfection. Under his expert hands, the armchair regains its form. Not the visible form. That will come later. No, the invisible form. The architecture of the intimate. What no one will ever see, but what everyone will feel. It is this hidden structure that will give the armchair its legendary comfort, that elasticity that will defy the decades. The invisible is more important than the visible. The upholsterer does not manufacture furniture. He creates thresholds, sacred places of human balance. For the chair is much more than a simple utilitarian object. It embodies a true symbol of balance. Lying down we dream and ideas emerge. Standing we act and bring them to life. But it is seated in this perfect balance that we plan, reflect, and engage in constructive dialogue. What the upholsterer creates is not only for sitting. These armchairs are thresholds, places of meditation, conversation, decision. Let us remember, it is seated that humanity thinks, dialogues, builds. The upholsterer does not manufacture furniture. He creates the stages where human history is played out. These places where treaties are signed, where loves are born, where ideas germinate. And that is why he continues. Because as long as there are upholsterers, there will be places of balance in this unbalanced world. The armchair now waits. It waits for its next occupants, it waits for the conversations it will host, the decisions that will be made upon it, the dreams that will be born in its age-old comfort. Then come the protective veils. Then, for this Louis XV armchair, something particular: goat leather. This noble leather that will be hand-sewn, stitch after stitch, around all the contours. No modern staples. No. Only thread and needle. As in the 18th century, in 100 years perhaps, another upholsterer will reupholster it. He will discover this work as one discovers that of his predecessors. He will find the horsehair that was laid today. He will see the stitches sewn into the leather with such care. He will understand the gestures. He will recognize the technique. And he will continue the ritual. Thus goes the unbroken chain. Thus remains the mystery that crosses the centuries.